From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, August the 2nd, 2021. Two incidents overnight last night of Palestinians breaching Israel's border fence with Gaza. In the first, a Palestinian man armed with a knife was detained by IDF soldiers and taken for questioning. Several hours later, three suspects, two of whom were armed with knives, were stopped by IDF soldiers as well in the same area. They were questioned, and it is unclear if they were taken into custody or returned to Gaza. Several hundred pro-Palestinian demonstrators took to the streets of Brooklyn, New York this weekend, led by an organization called Within Our Lifetime, United for Palestine, who on its website calls for the abolition of Zionism. The protest message was to globalize the Intifada, what the Palestinians called the armed uprising against Israel. The message was chanted at the protest, as were such slogans as, "We don't want no two states, we want all of it." The American Jewish Committee tweeted that the chant "Globalize the Intifada" should horrify us all, noting that the first and second Intifadas were waves of terrible violence that left more than 1,300 Israelis dead, many killed in suicide bombings targeting buses, cafes, and malls. CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Gruber, tweeted, "After a surge of violent anti-Semitism perpetrated by extremists using the Gaza conflict as cover for their hate, this rally shows why Jewish people feel unsafe in our communities. It should be condemned," he said, without hesitation, by leaders at all levels. The former chief rabbi of Denmark, Melchior, has died. Born in Germany, Melchior's family fled with the rise of Nazism to Denmark, where his father, Rabbi Marcus Melchior, helped facilitate the safety of Denmark's Jews when the Nazis occupied there. Melchior later went to pre-state Israel and fought in the War of Independence. He then returned to Denmark and served as its chief rabbi from 1969 to 1996. He died Wednesday at the age of 92. A former Nazi guard charged with over 3,500 counts of accessory to murder will stand trial in just a few months. The man, whose name has not been released, is alleged to have worked at the Sachsenhausen concentration camp in Germany from 1942 to 1945. He is now 100 years old, but has been deemed fit for the legal proceedings, which are set to begin in October. Well, it was an exciting weekend at the Tokyo Olympics for Team Israel with its second ever gold medal. 24-year-old Israeli gymnast Artem Dolgopiat, who immigrated to Israel from Ukraine at the age of 12, won gold yesterday for the artistic gymnastics floor exercise. Israel's first gold medal in Tokyo and its second ever in history. The first was won by Israeli windsurfer Gal Friedman in 2004 in Athens. And Israel's mixed team in judo won a bronze medal on Saturday. 2019 world champion Sagi Muki said of the three female, three male judokas on the team, "Everyone here gave their heart and soul, and together we did it." The team received a celebratory welcome upon their arrival back at Ben Gurion Airport in Israel today. And Israel's baseball team gets one more chance to play after losing against South Korea yesterday. They'll play an elimination game against the Dominican Republic tomorrow morning, local Tokyo time. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, August the 2nd at 7 o'clock. It's The Wisdom of Dr. Ruth. At 7:30, Jonathan Gruber talks about his new documentary about the life of former Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin. That's on Jewish Cinematheque. At 8, the future of Israel's former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is discussed by Haaretz journalist Amir Tibon with Benjamin Anthony. At 9 tonight, we remember Jackie Mason, bringing you Mark Golub's sit-down interview with the late comedian and actor An L'Chaim. At 10, celebrity chefs speak at the 92nd Street Y, and coming up next, it's Good Week, Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, August the 2nd, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.